Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you had an amazing weekend and you had a cracking weekend and you're ready to kick this week in the nuts and get it going. Sorry for no upload yesterday. I have been having an absolute nightmare with this laptop. I'm using my daughter's laptop still. My laptop is completely out of action. Hopefully, let's hold fingers and thumbs and whatever else that by the end of this week I can sort a new computer out, because it is taking me on average since my laptop broke. Usually these videos take maybe an hour to make, maybe a bit more, but since my laptop is broken, it's taking me 3+ hours to make one of these videos, and that's if I'm lucky, because just downloading and then having to wait for my editing software. Believe it or not, I do have to edit some of the video, and that on my editing software on here is, yeah, it's not great, guys. I'm really struggling. So hopefully by the end of this week, I'll be able to sort out a new laptop or a new computer. We'll see what happens. Anyway, today we are reacting to the youngest living Medal of Honor recipient, Kyle Carpenter's story. This video was recommended to me a load in on my reaction of the first ever Medal of Honor ever recorded. It was the one recorded on like from the air, and it was amazing, heartbreaking story, but amazing story at the same time. So yeah, if you did recommend this video, I want to thank you very much. Like I say, I've lost all my comments and that I had saved, so I'm not able to pop your name up on the screen, but I did have this video downloaded, and I'm trying to get through all the ones that I've downloaded that have been recommended to me, as to save a bit of time so I can focus on getting this laptop sorted, because I've got to go into town after this in a minute. Yeah, if you haven't done so already, guys, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're feeling extra frisky, you may as well hit the like button as well. There's also a buy me a coffee page down in the description. I'm not asking for help. Please, if you can't afford it or you don't want to, please don't do it. I'm not begging or anything, but there's been a few people who've asked, and a few people have actually donated, which is awesome. You've warmed my heart up so much. Thank you so much for your support. All that money is going towards getting a new computer, and I am busy working on a better backdrop and everything upstairs at the moment, so hopefully you won't have to see all this nastiness behind me soon. Anyway, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, with all this mumbling out the way, let's get into the youngest living Medal of Honor ever, the youngest living Medal of Honor recipient, Kyle Carpenter's story.
I joined the Marine Corps because I wanted to devote my life, my body, if need be, to something greater than myself or any one individual.
Sorry, that is if you think about it, how unselfish, and that is an amazing. He wanted to dedicate his mind, body, soul, everything into something bigger than himself to help other people. There's not many people who can say that about themselves, and as much as you'd like to think that, the Marines and soldiers and people who do that, they're a different breed. You have to have a different mentality, I believe, anyway, to do what these guys do. So already he's got my massive respect.
Greater than myself or any one individual. In 2010, I deployed with 2nd Battalion Ninth Marines to Marja, Afghanistan. We were constantly attacked, just like we were every single day for the entire deployment. The fighting was very intense, and
I can see he's had a tracheotomy. I think that's what they called. My auntie had one. She was in a very bad car accident. And she had one in her throat. Yeah, they messed up with hers, and she's got a very bad speech impediment. So I'm assuming that's what that is.
Just like we were every single day for the entire deployment, the fighting was very intense, and it wasn't a matter of, okay, is it going to happen, but just a matter of when.
Establish lookout position on the roof building it.
Myself and an amazing friend and fellow Marine, Lance Corporal Nick Eufrasio, we were on top of that roof together. We were near the end of our 4-hour post position on top of the roof when the enemy initiated a daylight attack with hand grenades.
I'm like scared where this is going.
Like I got hit really hard in the face. My vision was as if I was looking at a TV with no connection. It was just white and gray static. I thought about my family. and how devastated they were going to be, especially my mother, that I didn't make it home from Afghanistan. And I closed my eyes and I faded out of consciousness for what I thought was going to be my last time on this earth.
Flippin' heck, how scary would that be? That is insane. Imagine thinking you're gonna die. That's it. You're closing your eyes, and in your mind, you know you're not opening them again. Whew, I don't know about you guys. I've got this, I won't say love-hate. I've got a very weird relationship with mortality. Like sometimes I'm at peace with the fact that I'm gonna go one day, and sometimes it absolutely terrifies me. It like keeps me up at night sometimes. I have got a few medical conditions that worry me as well, but to be able to voluntarily put yourself in that position is something I admire so much. The bravery that these guys have is, it has my utmost respect. I will never, ever, ever say a bad word about someone who has nearly given or has given or is willing to give their life to protect us. There's nothing bad I will say ever. Ever. I mean, obviously, if they a criminal, like they come back and they murder or do something dodgy like that. But I mean, these guys have my utmost respect and love and admiration.
I'm on this earth.
5 weeks later. Oh man. See, he did have the breathing tube. 3 years he was there.
My injuries were so severe that still 9 years later, it's hard to comprehend that I survived.
Covered a grenade. Oh my gosh. So he basically jumped on a grenade. Kyle was awarded the Medal of Honor, the nation's highest and most prestigious personal military decoration. Oh man. He jumped on a grenade.
I would encourage future generations. Not everyone has the freedoms and the peace and the chance and
Listen to how he's spoken as well. He's so softly spoken. I know I keep interrupting, and like people who moan about that, you're gonna have to get over it because stories like this are just. He's so softly spoken and so calmly spoken. How would that's amazing to me. It's
and the peace.
Listen to him. Seems like such a chilled, awesome guy.
The chance and hope for democracy that we have here. Don't go through every day just thinking that we're just here because we're here. You know, we got here because of incredible amounts of courage and sacrifice. The medal represents all who have raised their right hand and sworn to give their life, if called upon, for their country. I got goosebumps. It represents those who have never made it home to receive the thanks and recognition they deserve. Those who charged the beaches in World War II,
Normandy,
froze while fighting in Korea, bled out across the lush fields of Vietnam, and those who never made it home because of another deadly blast in the battlefields of Iraq and Afghanistan. Those who were tortured for years in prisoner of war camps, and those who still rest in distant lands, forever remaining missing in action. The medal represents the parents, husbands, wives, and loved ones who have heard the dreaded knock on their front doors to find a telegram or service member delivering the unbearable news. This is where the true weight of the medal is carried. Being a Medal of Honor recipient is a beautiful burden, but one I am honored to carry.
Beautiful burden. Jeez. you can't not smile about it. What a beautiful story. What a beautiful bloke. Like, awesome. How much more inspiring can you get? Like, yeah, and like the way he seems so level-headed and so chilled about it, but his words, like those words he spoke were deep, weren't they? I mean, what a legend, what an absolute legend, and an inspiration to anybody. And like he said, we can't live our lives just thinking we were here. So many men and women have died to protect and to give us the freedoms that we have. And I'm speaking for myself as well, because I know I'm not in the States or I'm not in the UK anymore, but I am in a free country, you know, and men and women have died for freedoms all over the world. And there's some places in the world you are not given nearly as many rights or freedoms as I have, and I'm thankful for the ones that I have. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really, really, really appreciate you watching. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.